quarterback Ryan Tannehill of the Tennessee Titans, reportedly very likely out for the season with the ankle injury that he suffered on Sunday. He's a tough son of a gun.
Oh, my gosh.
Because as you saw it, you're diagnosing it. You're like, he broke his ankle.
Right, I was like, that's bad.
And you're rattling off all these conditions. He takes a cart ride and he comes back.
I know.
And plays.
I really.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, just the way it looked, right? It looked nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he broke his ankle. I really did. I was like, oh, gosh, he broke his ankle. He dislocated his ankle. It looked very much like, in a lot of ways the way Jimmy Garoppolo's looked, but he sucked it up, and even though he wasn't the same, he had to stand there, and he had to really favor that leg, but he is tough. You're right about that.
Trying to sneak a water
That's
drink.
all right.
B-roll. I didn't time it.
Gotcha. Boom. Gotcha.
Yeah. Busted. And it is just water. Proper hydration is necessary before the festivities to come over the next few days. He is tough. I mean, it looked bad, and you saw how taped up the ankle was. Ooh. He came back, and he went 14 for 21 with 163 yards, a rushing touchdown, and an interception after the injury, and now he's very likely out for the season, so Malik Willis will try to help the Titans hold off the Jacksonville Jaguars, who play tonight against the New York Jets. And, again, if the Jaguars are only one game behind the Tennessee Titans going into Week 18, or obviously if they're tied, and quite possibly if the Jaguars are one game ahead, that game, Tennessee at Jacksonville, is an AFC South championship. And you see next Thursday night, it's Malik Willis and the Titans taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Boy, the Cowboys got a nice little break the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They've got Eagles quite possibly without Jalen Hurts, and they've got Titans quite possibly without Ryan Tannehill. And a lot of backup quarterbacks. This was the argument that Troy Vincent, the executive VP of football operations, made back in October when the roughing the passer, or nothing the passer, as you call it, Chris, was being called all the time. Most of the most popular TV shows, the biggest audiences, are NFL football, and we need to have our quarterbacks available to generate those audiences. Well, we got a lot of not starting quarterbacks available as we get toward the end of the season, and the Titans are not going to have their starter reportedly very likely out for the year. Tennessee is now only a 3-point favorite against the Houston Texans, who have played the Cowboys tough and the Chiefs tough the last 2 weeks. They're 1-12-1. It'll be interesting to see if they can muster something and take advantage of an opportunity to possibly beat the Titans.
Yeah, they've given the Titans issues. We saw them upset the Titans last year in Tennessee, right, on kind of a rainy day where Tannehill threw some bad interceptions and there were some turnovers. They're fighting the Houston Texans, that's for sure. I mean, yeah, this makes you think differently of the Tennessee Titans. I still gave them a chance to be a pain in the butt in the AFC playoffs. I'm not sure what to think right now. I mean, do I think they can, of course, salvage a win this weekend? Of course I do. Do I think they can be competitive with a Malik Willis against the Dallas Cowboys, who aren't great at stopping the run? Yeah, I do. And then to beat the Jaguars, I don't know. That's going to be a tough task. But we did see this team with Malik Willis go into Kansas City, who a lot of people would say is the best team in football, and give them all they can handle, to where it took Patrick Mahomes just unbelievable play to tie the game. And I don't know, did that game go into overtime too? I can't remember, but it came down to the very end. So they'll manage this thing the right way. It did, right?
Overtime. Yeah, overtime.
They'll manage this the right way, Mike. And, the one thing we didn't see a ton of when Malik Willis wasn't there for that game is the quarterback design run and that aspect. There was a little bit of it, but hopefully that's, something here that to help your team out, to respect the rest of your locker room. You got to kind of go all in on the Malik Willis thing now, and you do have to run them and do whatever you got to do to win a football game, and you can't protect them that way. They're going to need it. They're going to need that aspect. But between their defense, they can stop the run, their game planning. I'm not counting out the Tennessee Titans, or at least making the playoffs here, but man, that's a big blow to your team as far as making a playoff run. I don't know if that's going to be or Malik Willis is going to be capable as a rookie, not playing much, making that kind of move here. That's tough.
And you mentioned that great game they gave the Kansas City Chiefs. That was back when they were good. They've lost 4 in a row. They haven't won since the night they went to Green Bay. That Todd Downing DUI arrest and the turmoil it caused internally, and then the John Robinson firing, the turmoil it caused internally. It just feels like this is a team currently under siege that is systematically, 1 week at a time, losing its grip on the division, and it's just a matter of time, it feels like, until the Jaguars take over. The Jaguars are like the Lions, a team that started with some rough patches.
Yeah, learning how to win.
Found its groove.
Right, yeah.
And is trying its damnedest to win enough late to make up for the struggles early and get to the postseason.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.